Tonight, hundreds of charges are pending across South Carolina for offenses that are no longer crimes under state law.
But the governor has now put a stop to an effort to toss out all of those charges. Our State House reporter Mary Green explains why.
For 2 years in a row, a bipartisan bill to dismiss certain pending gun charges has passed in the General Assembly with broad support. And twice now, Governor Henry McMaster has vetoed it. But the legislation's lead sponsor remains optimistic his bill could still be enacted into law.
The majority of the legislature understands and realizes that this is a necessity.
The bill would automatically dismiss pending charges for unlawful possession of a handgun if that offense is no longer illegal after the implementation of South Carolina's permitless carry law last year.
For example, the Uber driver who keeps their gun between the seat when they drive out late at night but didn't have a concealed weapons permit at the time would be charged with unlawful carrying of a pistol.
If the unlawful possession charge is used as probable cause for another offense, that other charge would not be automatically dismissed under this bill. People convicted of these offenses prior to the permitless carry law's enactment can try to get their convictions expunged, but the law doesn't account for those pending charges.
This just levels the playing field, makes it equal and fair for everybody.
Governor Henry McMaster wrote in his veto message that he's wary of taking away prosecutors' discretion, concerns law enforcement raised with the bill earlier this year.
The law at the time those crimes were committed, they were crimes.
McMaster compared it to speed limits being raised, saying tickets for drivers who sped over the lower limit wouldn't be wiped out under those circumstances.
You have a question of following the law, and you have a question of the certainty of the law. The law needs to be certain. You need to know what the law is, and if you violate it, you need to be held responsible.
The General Assembly can override gubernatorial vetoes with 2/3 of members in each chamber. This week, senators unanimously voted to do that, but the House of Representatives adjourned without taking a vote, and the legislature isn't planning to be back in session the rest of this year. But that doesn't mean this bill is quite dead yet. House members could still vote on overriding this veto when they return here in January for the second year of this 2-year legislative session. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
When the governor signed the permitless carry law last year, more than 8,500 unlawful gun possession charges were pending across the state. That's according to South Carolina's court system. But Senator Dion Tedder says that's now down to a few hundred because of disposed cases, which can include dismissals and convictions.